Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome to everyone's watching. This is Sir Shazwan and today we'll be looking at paraphrasing, which is a very important aspect in writing. So without further ado, let's look at what is the concept of paraphrasing, how to do it, and what elements are involved in doing paraphrasing. So let's get to it. So what is paraphrasing? Okay, you need to understand the concept of it before you are able to use it. So, paraphrasing is rewriting of text in your own words, meaning that if you see a text in the you see a sentence in a text, when you want to paraphrase it, you rewrite back the sentence in different ways without changing the meaning. Okay, that is the concept of paraphrasing. You want to change the wording or the structure of the sentence, but you don't want to change the meaning. You want to keep it the same because you just want to rearrange it back. Okay, why do we do paraphrasing? We want to clarify the meaning. Sometimes the sentence might be technical or very hard to understand, so we use paraphrase to make it easier and make it able for people to understand the meaning behind the sentence written. And paraphrasing can be used to shorten a longer statement but keeps the same main ideas. Sometimes the sentence might be in like 15, 17 words. You can reduce it into 10, 9 to 10 words depending on the words used, as long as you keep the meaning. Okay. And then paraphrasing is another way for you to enhance your vocabulary. Because why? We will look at it in the video. Right? So why is paraphrasing important? What do you think? Okay, pause for a few minutes and then you think on yourself and then compare. Is it the same with what the slide shows? Okay, so why is it important? Avoids plagiarism. That is the most important thing and the most important reason why we want to use paraphrasing. What is plagiarism? And to understand the concept of plagiarism, because when you are doing your studies, doesn't matter if you are doing your degree, your diplomas, your certificates. When you are writing, when you are required to do some sort of writing, you need to avoid plagiarism. So what is plagiarism? It is copying someone else's words and or ideas without giving credit to the author, meaning that you copy paste directly without any change, without any alterations, meaning you just a copycat, right? So that is plagiarizing other people's words or work. This is frowned upon by everyone in the academic world, because you are not coming up with new idea. You just using other people's ideas without giving credit. Giving credit meaning that you cite them, you give them what we say a mention, so that they know that you are quoting or giving credit to another people. So when you just copy, you are not really producing something new. Okay, so like I said, it is a very serious offense in the academic world, so you should be careful. Try to avoid plagiarism. So if you want more information on plagiarism, on the other aspect on it, you can click on the link given here, so that you will be able to understand the reasons why we should never ever do plagiarism. Okay, so the main thing here is that paraphrasing, we want to avoid plagiarism. So did you get it right? Hopefully yes. Okay, good. Moving on. How do you start to paraphrase? There are certain steps for you to take before you can paraphrase the what we say, the text, or any kind of text, any kinds of paragraphs. If you want to paraphrase, these are the steps. First, you must read the text, the passage carefully. Understand what the passage is about. Before you want to change it, you read it first. Understand, try to digest the information that are in the paragraph or the passage, and then decide the main idea. Decide means that identify which one is the main idea of the passage. Where is the topic sentence? Where is the thesis statement? And those things. Okay, where is the main ideas of the passage? So you highlight the important words or phrases. Important words means what tells you that this is the idea, what tells you this is the supporting detail, or this is the keyword or something. So you can highlight the important words or phrases and then put the main points in your own words. So there are many methods for you to use in changing the main idea into your own words or you paraphrase. So we'll look at it one by one so that you will be able to understand the concept of paraphrasing. Okay. So ways to paraphrase. There are several ways. You don't have to worry. Pick which one is the easiest for you to do. That is the best way for you to paraphrase. But it is beneficial for you to learn all the some of the several ways to paraphrase. Okay, first one, change the structure or order of the sentence and or the paragraph. What does it mean by that? Like the example. Okay. Students seems to be under serious stress because they have so much homework. So that is the sentence that we want to paraphrase. Or how do you change the structure or the order of the sentence or the paragraph here? So you move it around. So look at the answer. Since they have so much homework, students seem to be under serious stress. You see? So if you want to split it like this, you can split it like this. Okay. Students seems to be under serious stress. This is one phrase. Okay. And then they have so much homework is another phrase. So if you want to change the structure or the order, you move it around. So in this case, they started with, they changed because to since. Since they have so much homework, so for the second phrase become the first one, then students seems to be under serious stress. So the first phrase become the second phrase. So that is the way you paraphrase. One of the ways. You change the structure. You move from 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. That is the way for you to paraphrase. You can keep because it's not wrong. Because they have so much homework, students seems to be under serious stress. That is correct as well. But if you want to make it better, you can change because into other words that can start a sentence. So this is way number 1. So guidelines for paraphrasing. This is another way for you to paraphrase. Okay, find appropriate synonyms. Okay, what are synonyms? Remember, still remember synonyms? Synonyms are words that have the same meaning as another word. So for this one, student. Student, what another word for student? We can be pupil or we can be learner. Okay. Homework can be called as assignments. Serious can be severe. Seem can be appear. So those words between the left and the right, they have the same meaning. So that is the concept of synonyms. Going back to the same sentence, students seem to face serious pressure due to countless homeworks. So how do you change that? You want to change the words, some of the words. You use synonyms to change. So let's look at what kind of example that you can get when you use synonyms to paraphrase. So it's gonna be like this. Okay. Learners appear to be under severe stress because they have so many assignments. Okay, you see the changes there. So they change from the word students, they change it to learners. Then seem change to appear. Then to be, to face becomes to be. Under severe, serious change to severe. Okay, due to countless homework, because due to they change to because, and then they have so many assignments, countless homework. They increase the word, they change from 2 words into 6 words. It's 5 words. Okay, so countless homework, they have so many assignments. So they change homework to assignments. So this is how you use synonyms to change the to paraphrase. You don't have to have like 5 or 6 synonyms in one single sentence to change. It can be like 2 or 3 should be okay. But make sure that the changes doesn't change the meaning of the original text. That is very important. Synonyms should be the same as the ones that you want to use. Okay, so that is for synonyms. We have the structure, and then we have the synonyms, and then we have the third one, change active to passive and vice versa. Okay, but do note, this strategy is not always possible or desirable, because sometimes when you make it active or make it passive, it becomes very weird. Okay, the wordings become different, the changes are very undesirable. Okay, let's look at an example. Same sentence, students seem to be under serious stress because they have so much homework. So how do you change it to the active or passive to active? Let's look at the example. As they are given too much assignments, students appear to be under a lot of pressure. Okay, this is similar to changing the structure, but this is changing active to passive. Okay, so this is another way for you to paraphrase. Okay, so we have changing the structure, we have active to passive or passive to active, and then we have synonyms. So then we have one more, which is changing the word forms. Okay, what does it mean by that? Let's look at this. Students seem to be under serious stress. Yes, the same sentence we use for four different ways. Okay, they try to highlight serious stress. Okay, they want to change it into something. They want to change the form of the word serious stress. So let's look at it. Students feel seriously stressed because they have so much homework. So see, they add ly to serious to change it into an adverb, and then they continue with that. Okay, serious stress is an adjective, but when you add ly, it becomes an adverb. So students feel seriously stressed. Okay, and then stress they change it to ed, into a past tense forms or past participle form, past forms. Okay, becomes stress, and then they change the word form from adjective to become adjective noun to become adverb and verb. Alright, so this is one way to change the word forms for you to paraphrase the sentences with. And then you can put it all together, no problem. Combine all four to become one mess. No, not really a mess, but one good paraphrase sentence. Okay, so students seems to be under serious stress because they have so much homework. Okay, so let's look at it. Because so many assignments are being given to students, they appear to be seriously stressed. So they change serious stress into the seriously stressed. They use the word form, and then they change some of they change the structure, and then the active passive, and then they change into the assignments from homework. So they use synonyms, they use the active passive, they use the structures, they change the structures, and then they change the word form. So this is the sentence consists of all four ways to paraphrase. So this is considered a good paraphrase because they change the wording and the structure, but they didn't change the meaning. So they still, when you read this, it is the same as you read this one. So that is the goal of paraphrasing. Okay, so now for you at home watching, you can pause this, you can try it on your own, simple exercise for you to learn how to you do paraphrasing on your own. Okay, because this is a very simple question, you can just try to guess which one is the answer, and then you can check whether it's correct or no. Alright, with your lecturers in teaching. Okay, do not worry, they will help you with this paraphrasing, because this is the crucial technique for you to learn, as it will be used throughout your learning period, throughout the learning session. Okay, and then this is some exercises that you can do on your own to paraphrase. Try to use the different ways for paraphrasing, which will be able to help you to learn better, to do it well, and then you can enhance your vocabulary based on the ways that you use this. Okay, so And there are some other online exercises that you can do for paraphrasing. So these links will bring you to a website that you can try to do some paraphrasing activities, which I think will be very helpful for you to enhance your understanding on the concept of paraphrasing, as well as you will be able to do paraphrasing on your own without much guidance from the others. Okay, so that is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you understand the concept of paraphrasing, have been explained quite briefly in this lecture. So if you have any question, please do not be afraid to ask me. We are always here. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Shazwan. Let us see you again in the next one. Bye bye.